We are back here to wrap things up at the Animal Dermatology Clinic with Dr. Curtis Plowgen. Good morning again, sir.
Good morning.
I just want to update people who may be just joining us for this segment. Earlier today, we took Emmy and we shaved her.
Yep.
And why did we do that, and what are we looking at here?
We shaved her so that we could do 83 injections to find out what her most severe allergens are so that we can formulate an immunotherapy to desensitize her immune system to her most potent allergens. So we're going to go take a look at some of what her most potent allergens are. And
we'll step out here with Dr. Plowgen as we come back sort of live.
So we like to, when these are hard to read, we like to turn the lights off and look at them from a light from the side. And so this is our positive control histamine, our negative control saline. You can see how much bigger and redder that is. So she's got some positives here, here, here. Some of her biggest positives, we have a second positive control down here, but one of her biggest positives is to dust mites. So again, dust made by people. And
you said corn also.
Yep, corn is up here, one of her biggest allergens, and cattle. Corn and cattle are huge Indiana allergens. We see them very commonly in this area.
When you say cattle, do you mean beef?
So it's actually dander. So whenever we say human dander, cats, cattle, horses, we're talking about kind of just skin cells that slough off and then blow around like dust. And so she has a very nice test with several positives, and we will record those and use those to formulate a therapy to desensitize her immune system.
Let's jump ahead 10 or 15 minutes, see that Emmy is okay, and talk about what you would tell the owner, who actually works here at the clinic, about what to do to deal with the allergy. So
sounds great.
We are back here at the Animal Dermatology Clinic, and this is Emmy, and Emmy has just been tested to see what she might be allergic to. She has just come out of her sedation, doctor, is that correct?
Yep.
And I want to review very quickly for the people who have just joined us. Earlier, Amy, you're one of your technicians. She actually gave some injections, and as we watched that video, what were we doing very quickly?
So we gave injections in each of rows on her skin to see what she was allergic to. Now we have our tests of what she's most allergic to formulate her therapy. And then we gave her another injection to reverse her sedation. So now over the next 10-15 minutes, she'll be waking up bright and alert and ready to go home.
Real quick, what did you find she was allergic to? Name two things.
Cattle and corn were big ones for her.
Well, this is not in the Midwest. It's not a good place to be when you're allergic to cattle and corn.
Yep.
Okay, so the owner of this dog actually works here, and what are you going to recommend now?
So we are going to formulate what we call immunotherapy, which is can come as a shot or a drop that goes in the mouth. Normally we do the shots in saline, and what we do is we do slightly increasing amounts over time to get her immune system used to those allergens again, so she's not so itchy, doesn't need as many anti-itch drugs to control her itching, and so that we can keep her happy and comfortable at home, not keep an owner up awake at night scratching and licking and chewing all night.
Well, let me end by two quick questions. For somebody at home, at what point, and this is really important, do you say, well, we all have, scratch, but at what point do you say, this dog is suffering?
Yeah.
I need to bring this dog or cat in?
Yeah, that's a great question. With all of my clients, I tell them there are two hurdles I want to get over. And the first hurdle I want to get over is the dog's not getting secondary infections anymore. Allergic, itchy cats and dogs get ear infections and skin infections, and that just increases their misery exponentially. So that's the first bar I want to clear. The second bar that I want to clear is that they're not itching to the point that it's affecting their quality of life or the owner's quality of life. I say I don't want Emmy to be itchy. I don't want Emmy's mom to be waking up and suffering from her itching.
That's great.
And so those are the two hurdles we want to get over with every client that comes to see us.
Dr. Plowgen is a third-year resident in a subspecialty of dermatology. Thank you, sir, for inviting us here to the Animal Dermatology Clinic. And as you can see, Emmy is doing just fine, and she hopefully will be itch-free. Back to the studio.